Hi everybody, how you doing? I am really excited about this project. I'm trying to make things from things I have at home. So today I'm going to be making a box so that it's nice to look at. It's going to be like a steampunk box, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm pretty excited about it. So basically I have a regular Amazon box that I painted white and cut. The bottom is a little taller than the top. So I wanted to do that before I turned on my camera so you didn't have to wait for me. So I am going to fold this like it's supposed to be, and then I'm going to put painter's tape because that's what I have. You can use duct tape. I don't suggest Scotch tape, but some kind of paint so that your item will stay down. And I didn't want to tape this in case you didn't know what I was talking about when I was going to tell you about taping it. I will have in the description box the items that you will need for this craft. You want to reinforce the top and the bottom. I'm going to stick some more pieces of the box in here, and I am going to be using a soda box, but before we get to that, I'd like to reinforce the bottom. And I wanted the paint to dry, so that's why I painted it yesterday to get prepared for today. Now some of my edges are jagged, as you can see over here, so I'm going to add tape all around the top and the bottom. So I am just doing the sides. This is not staying down, so I'm going to tape some more of it down. I just want to do all the sides to reinforce them. I'm going to be at the very end using black and a rose gold color. You can use gold or rose gold, whatever color you want. I'm going with rose gold, so I don't actually have to repaint this, but I wanted to have a base coat of paint on here, and I'm not going to be repainting the blue tape, but I want to get all the sides. So I'm going to turn off my camera because I'm not that computer savvy to figure out how to fast forward and all that other fancy stuff I see other people do. So I'm going to turn off my camera, continue to tape the top and the bottom, and I'm going to put some of my Coca-Cola box in the middle here to make this all even, and I'll be right back. As you can see, I got a little carried away with the tape, but I'd like to leave this box out, like near my front door, so people can see it when they come in. So I reinforced everything, and I use a Coke box for the bottom here, and I reinforced the corners on the inside and outside. I pretty much reinforced this entire box. Now we're going to get started. You need something to put your glue on. You could use Mod Podge. You could use Elmer's glue. You could use Aleene's fabric glue. Any glue that you feel comfortable using, I would use. I am starting out with regular white glue from the Dollar Tree. I have a lot of like Elmer's glue type glue. Now I need water for my glue. So I am going to mix this together and thin it out some. So basically it's a Mod Podge. This glue might not be the best glue, but I am going to do my best to mix it up. Then I'm going to take paper towels and I'm going to layer the paper towels on my box. I'm just trying to reinforce the box and make it stronger, which I think is really cool. So now that my glue is mixed up, I'll continue to mix it as I go. I have my paper towels. So basically I'm going to start with the top and I'm going to paint inside my box and lay down my paper towel. You want it flush up against the side, and you want to continue to wet it down with your glue. No matter where I put this camera, I constantly bump it. I apologize. So I'm going to take another piece of paper towel and continue to Mod Podge, glue it onto the box. And you just want to cover every space. You want it up against the edge. See how I have it up against the edge? You want it up against the edge. Doesn't have to be perfectly flat. So I'm going to turn off the camera, do this, and come back. Now while you're waiting for the paper on the inside to dry, so what you've done so far, or what I've done, is I've put paper all over my box, not the back. I have to wait for this to dry before we can move on. And I did the lid. So, oh, I missed this spot. So good thing I picked it up to show you. So I'm going to put that on there and then I'm going to wait. I have to do this side, but this has to dry. And while I'm waiting, and while you're waiting, I got newspaper. And I just started cutting it in strips. And somewhat triangles, and bigger triangles, and squares. So you can get on that while you're waiting for the glue to dry on your box. It's going to take a little bit. You could blow dry it or use your heat gun. I am probably going to set mine out in the sun, but I am not 100% if I'm going to do that. So I missed this piece, so I'm going to put this on, and I will put Mod Podge or glue on this so it will stay, and as soon as it dries I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, it's not totally dry, but the top and the bottom are complete with the paper towels. And now I have my cut up paper. So I'm going to use two pieces together. I'm going to put it down on my box and Mod Podge it to the box with glue and water. And I am going to continue to do this on the entire box lid and the bottom of the box. And it's all going to take a while to dry, but as I was sitting here waiting for my box to dry, I thought to myself, this would also help it stick. So I'm going to continue putting my paper all over my box, and I will be back, and it should be dry the next time I come back. But my whole entire box will be filled with newspaper all over it. Random places, random pieces. My box is dry. Has all my paper on it, and it's dry. So I have my fabric to put on the inside. So everything's dry, and it's flat, and it's even. For the lid, excuse me, and for the bottom. Sorry about that noise. My husband is fixing my son's bedroom, and he wasn't supposed to be doing that today. I didn't even know he was doing that today. So I'm going to cut this and glue this in here. So the easiest way, I believe, to do this is to measure it out on the top so that I have enough for the entire box on the top and the bottom. I got this fabric from Walmart. So I'm thinking cutting from here. Let me cutting. I'm going to go with the inside first, and then I'm going to start on the outside. So right now I cut a little bit of the fabric to make a niche in here. So let's make sure we have enough for everybody. Okay. And I'm going to cut on this line. And okay, so here's the fabric I have for the inside of the bottom. Now I'm going to do the inside of the top. It's a little smaller. And I got the fabric at Walmart. I got a yard. Depending on the size of your box, I know I'm going to have extra of this fabric. I believe it was $4.97. So I'm going to use this side of the fabric and see if I have enough on this side. Not exactly. And then I'm going to cut up the one side. I so apologize about the banging. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top first, and I'm going to put the fabric in. And then we're going to put the fabric in the bottom, and then we're going to get started on the top so that we can get this steampunk trunk done. Look how cute that is, it rhymes. Let me make sure this is the right fabric. I could live without that noise. I just want to make sure I have the right fabric for each one. I might have the wrong one. And I don't want to start gluing it with my hot glue gun if I don't have enough fabric for inside. Yes, I believe I do. So, I'm going to start right over here and put hot glue. Oh my goodness. There we go. On the one piece of the side, taking my fabric, I'd like to line this up perfectly. Make sure that the entire inside is covered. And push it down. Thank goodness hot glue takes a little bit time to dry. And let's see what we can do over here. We need a little bit more over here. So I'm going to glue this and turn off my camera while I'm doing this. So you just want to glue your fabric inside your box lid and the bottom of your box. Then I'll come back and we'll start getting ready to do our steampunk trunk. Here's what the inside of the box looks like. I put some lace and it had pearls around the inside. So it's still wet and I'm waiting for it to. That's the bottom. Here's the top. Still, I put glue, regular glue, and hot glue. This is the top. So, now I'm going to add some texture to the top. We're going to get started. I had gotten this from my children, even though they're in their 20s, love those freezer pops. So I'm going to use this fabric, and I'm going to use spackle. And this is a non-skid floor mat that I'm also going to use. So I'm going to cut a piece off of here because I'd like a little texture on my box. And then I'm going to cut a piece of this to add texture to my box. So I'm going to use the spackle. And I have my Cricut item. I don't even know what it's called right now. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. But I'm going to use this to put on the spackle. Can you see that? I hope so. I'm trying to give it some texture. And then when you peel it up, it has some texture. So I'm going to go over here. No rhyme or reason. I'm just putting it where I feel like putting it. There you go. Some more. Now I'm going to use this and put some spackle on that. This, of course, is going to have to dry, but I'd like a little bit of different textures on my box. I apologize for the banging. Every time I turn my recorder off, my husband's done. And every time I turn it back on, he seems to be doing it again. So right now, I am just putting spackle on my box in different spots. I want it to definitely make the impression. Different impressions so that it looks different. There's a different feel to it. I'm going to put some on the sides and on the bottom part. So that's what I am doing right now. I am just trying to add different textures to my trunk. That one did not go through. Let me try it this way. So that's what I'm going to do. And on this, see how it has the texture? That's what I really want. See the texture? Right there. Now I'm going to turn off my video camera and come back. I'm going to do some on the top and the bottom of the box. And then I'm going to come back when it dries and we'll get to decorating our box. Alrighty, now time for the fun. I had bought different size cogs. Could not find them. So I made my own in different sizes. You're not going to be able to see these colors because we're going to paint it. I also used air drying clay and made different shapes of items to put on my trunk. So I have flowers also. So let's get started. We're going to paint all of these also. And I have stickers and butterfly buttons and everything you can imagine, I have it. So let me figure out what side I want the front to be. I'm thinking this will be the front. So since this is going to be the front, I am going to take one of these that was from the air dry clay. This one I have, and I have another one somewhere. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here's the one I really wanted. This one, because it's the same on each side. And I am going to put this right here. So I am going to glue this down with my Aleene's tacky glue. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to smooth it out with my finger. You can use a paintbrush. It's up to you what you want to use. But I figured I would use my finger. So I am putting this close to the bottom. So let me show you what this looks like. Here it is. I believe it's in the middle. And I have it on there. Now I'm going to take one of my flowers. Doesn't matter what color flowers you have, because you're going to be painting them. So I'm taking my glue, putting a generous amount on, and I'm going to stick it in this corner. And then I'm going to take the exact same flower, put some glue on it, and stick it in this corner. I have other little flowers that I'm going to put on, and I also have these little, they look like sconces that I'm thinking of putting around the corners, on the corners. So I have a couple in different colors. The air dry clay, I was trying to use colors that I didn't think I was actually going to use for anything else. I have a border. I'm going to glue this border down and use my finger to spread the glue around. I think it's easier when I put my glue on its side so that it comes out a little faster. Here's the glue I have on it, and I am just going to stick it right there. I have stickers, different flower stickers to give it a little bit more pop, and it comes with the vase. I really like that. I have these candy stickers that with the little holes in them. I'm thinking of cutting the ends off. That might make it look more like a divot. And these beads, I'm going to take the little pearls out of the middle and use them to put on here also. So I have a lot of items that I'm going to be putting on my cog, on my, oh my goodness, steampunk. There's the word I was looking for. Cog. Steampunk trunk. So right now I am just gluing a bunch of different cogs on top of each other. And I also have different sizes of these flat washers that would also help out with my cogs. And you want to make it so that your cogs look like they're together, so it's going to be turning. So I'm going to put this one right here. I need my scissors. So you just want to have fun with it. Put whatever you want on there, jewelry that you don't have matches to. I am very, very excited about this. I've been wanting to do this for quite a bit, and I just haven't had the chance to get around to it. So I am pretty gosh darn excited about finally getting to do it. Stick a little flower next to this, right about here. You can cut the end off some more if you'd like. I think I'm going to, because it makes it stick up a lot. Try some more glue. So right now I'm just working on the top, putting items in different spots, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I cut some out to make, this is horrible, but I cut some of it out for my cog. But you want them to line up and make it look like they're going to be spinning while they're touching each other. And this one's going to be touching two of them. It's going to be touching this one and that one. That'll bring it together. So just have fun with it. And I'm putting this in the middle because the middle was a hot mess. So I'm glad I have that. And I have these stickers that I had spoke about that I want to cut a couple pieces of the sides off. So they're stickers, which is good, but I'm going to cut this little piece off so it doesn't look like candy. And I'm going to put it right here so that it looks like they're spinning or able to spin. I'm going to use these other pieces that I have on here. I like this heart. I'm going to use this heart. Put that right there. So, oops, you just want to have fun with it. Put down as much or as many items as you would like. I have a set of wings. Oopsie, right here. They're air dry clay. And I am going to put this over here. These are pop-up stickers, which I think are very pretty. And I am going to take the entire vase and put it right here. So I believe that the top is done, and now I need to work on the sides. And that is what I'm going to do. I might put some more of the cog items on here. You can put keys on here, decorative keys, anything that you would like, you can put on there, which I think is a lot of fun. Just do whatever makes you happy, and that's what I'm doing. If you see that your items are not down, just put more glue on it and make sure that it goes down, because you want them to stick. So this is all going to have to dry before I get ready to paint it. This is not sticking. Anything you see that's not sticking, just make sure it sticks. And I'm going to finish my box a little more, and then I'll be back. This is what the front of the trunk looks like, just like this. I put these little pearls, which are the middle of these. I just pop them off. They're not as easy as you would think, but they're not that difficult. So you just pop these off, and I put them on to make them look like divots. So now, while this is drying, because I don't want to paint it while it's wet, I am going to use my E6000 and put on my handle and put on my brackets on the back. So I'm going to turn it around, because this is the front. Turn it around. Here's the back, right here, and here. I have two of these brackets. I'm going to take my E6000, take the lid off if I can, because it always seems to be stuck. Oh good, I got it off. Hopefully I can get the glue out. And I'm going to put E6000 on my brackets. And this is going to have to dry. And come on, E6000, come out, come out. Bear with me a moment. I'm trying to get it out. I had the lid on, but here it is. It's a little dabble, do ya? You don't need too much, but I want it to be secure. So while this is drying, I'm putting this on, and I'm going to put one bracket here, just like that, as you can see. Then I'm going to do the other bracket on the other side, and then I'm going to stick the little pearls in the holes of the brackets. So here's the other one right here. Oops, it fell off. Of course it did, because that's the luck I have. So here's this one, and put this one back on up here. Might need a little bit more glue. Oh, and they keep falling. I believe I might need some more glue. Maybe some hot glue to hold it on till it dries. But I'm going to sit here and hold this for a couple minutes. Whoops. Oh, jeez. I totally messed that right up, right? Alright, let's try it again. Some more E6000 on my bracket. Put one here, behind my little cog. Push it on nice. See if this could hold it up a little. Maybe a little. Right like that. And then I'm going to do this one again. And then, so here's the other bracket. E6000 takes about 24 hours to harden. So there's the two brackets right now, for now. And I am going to put my Lanta. I cannot do that. Alright, I'm going to hold these on for a couple seconds. And I am going to take one of the pearls that I have, put a little bit of E6000 on it, and put it right in that hole. Oh my goodness. There we go. Right in the hole. All this is going to be painted. So, and then I have this handle that I'm going to stick on the front to open and close the trunk. So right now I am just trying to put on the little gems, and I'm going to wait till probably tomorrow, and when this is dry I will absolutely look forward, I am looking forward to painting it and showing you the end product. But right now, everything that's on here, including the inside where I did the fabric and everything, needs to dry. And you can come back in a couple hours and check on it, and if it looks like something's not sticking down, feel free to put some E6000 on it or any kind of glue you have. But the E6000 I definitely wanted on the brackets. So here's the little circles I'm taking off, and I will be back when everything dries. Okay, now the fun begins. I'm ready for paint. So I have acrylic black paint, apple barrel, and I have other black paint in case I run out of this. So I'm going to get to painting. So everything on here is going to be black. So I am putting the black paint on a plate so that I can start painting. I made some lines with my glue gun. So you want to do it gently, but you want to paint everything black. Everything black. Take your time. Make sure you get every nook and cranny black. That's why I said it doesn't matter what color flowers you use, or even the knobs or your latch, your handle. Everything gets painted black. All your cogs, even the cogs I made out of paper, painted black. Flowers, painted black. So I'm going to be doing this for a bit, and then I will be back. Okay, most of my paint, my black paint, is dry. I am not going to paint this because I'm going to be adding gold to this anyway. So we're going to start with the top. I have metallic ice blue color, which I'm excited to use, and I have these little sponges that I got from Walmart. So I'm going to shake this up, open it up. It's a very pretty color. It's a metallic color, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to take the bigger of the two sponges, and I'm going to get to dabbing all around my box. Does not have to be a full coat, just trying to get it so that you can see the cogs. These are the cogs I made out of paper. I believe I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do cogs and different items. I am so excited about this. I can't wait till I can post it online. So I'm thinking of doing the cogs, showing how to do that, and how to do a couple other things. So right now I am putting this beautiful color blue on my entire box, dabbing it on. I didn't want full coverage. I wanted some of the black, and for you to see the different divots of everything that is on here. I'm going to be adding other color to this also. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I'd like to finish the top before I start doing the other colors. I'd like to finish with blue. I think this is a beautiful color. And I needed like a coppery color, and I wanted to use what I had at home. And my next color I'm going to add is going to be my metallic rose gold. I do not have a copper color, so I wanted to use what I had. You don't want to make it look like you've actually sponged this on. So wherever you kind of see the sponge marks, try to fill that in. I'm going to be adding other colors. So I am loving how this is turning out. I think this is beautiful. I'm so excited. And I am going to be adding a little bit of the rose gold, and then I'm going to be, I'm so sorry, I keep bumping this. And then I'm going to be adding the gold mica powder that I have. So I need a little bit more paint. So I'm right here is where I put those divots, and I put some hot glue to make some lines down, which I'm excited about. I have cogs on the bottom here that I made with paper. Oh, I think this is so pretty with this color. I also have a metallic purple I might be using, but I am not sure if I'm actually going to use it. But I tried to do a lot, if you can see here, a lot of different textures. There's a butterfly here. I wanted each side to have its own individuality. And I'm going to get in the middle of my flowers here. Oh, I think that is so pretty. Now I'm going to do this side. I like how I have those little pearls for the divots. I have a chain that runs across that I think looks really neat. It's a long project. It takes a couple days due to the fact that it's a lot of drying time, but I believe it'll be worth it in the end. But I really, really am enjoying this blue color. I think it is so pretty. And I have some of the other metal pieces on here. Need some more blue. Hopefully that'll be all I need, and maybe I can scoop some up and put it away back in there, but this is a very pretty color. I really like this color. So this is just a box that has been made into a steampunk trunk. I love it how that's said. Now turning it around. You can make it very, very dark with the blue, make it just light. I also have a bunch of lines that I made from, like I was saying before, my hot glue gun. And I think it's so pretty. It's a lot of work, but a lot of details that are in here that I think are just absolutely stunning. And of course I can't get under here. Probably have to use a very, very small sponge, or possibly I will have to use a paintbrush to get in here to the area where my handle is. Let me lift this up some. And so pretty. I keep saying that. I like how the black's still on here. You can still see some of the black. You can see the textures I made with plaster. This is the front. I'm going to try and find a little paintbrush to help me paint underneath. Okay, I have a paintbrush. Use using a little bit of paint to get underneath here. I'm just kind of swirling it. Doesn't have to be perfect. So any place you can't get to because of your sponge, you can use a paintbrush and then dab it off if you'd like. Dab this a little bit. And then I have this side. Little butterfly, the chain, the texture, some little cog items. I think this is absolutely stunning, and I'm not even finished yet with the colors. So pretty. Now for the rose gold color. I'm going to shake that up. And I'm not going to put it everywhere. So I want to shake this up. And it's metallic. Got it from the Walmart. I'm going to dump some out. And we're not using a whole bunch. Hopefully. I have my little sponge, and now I'm going to highlight some of the areas. Not all of them, just some. I'm not putting it on as thick as I did the blue, and I'm just trying to add a little bit to everything. It's kind of that coppery color, which I really do like that it's the copper color, which will make this stand out a little more. So I'm just putting it here and there and everywhere, but not as thick as I did the blue. If you can see what I'm doing here. I'm so excited about this box. I know that sounds probably nutty, but I've been wanting to make this for such a long time. And I finally said, you know what, it's time. And I hope you're enjoying this video. And if you would please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Like, hit the bell to be notified to watch my videos. I'd like to do a live video, but I need 1,000 subscribers to do that. So if you have any friends that like crafts that would be interested, oh, please, please, please tell them about my channel so I can get more subscribers. So right now, I'm just dabbing all around to give it some more of the effect. With the copper. Which it isn't copper. It's actually rose gold, which I know I told you. But I don't want anybody to think that I'm actually using copper, because I am not. This is going to take a little bit to dry, of course, because I'm putting paint on top of paint. I have to finish the front. I forgot about that. I did the top, but then I got over to the side and completely forgot I have more than one area to do. Now you can do these any colors you'd like, but I wanted to do it with the blue and the rose gold or coppery effect. Make sure you use metallic colors. I'm going to be trying to make more items out of boxes. I get a lot of boxes at my house from Amazon. Of course, for Amazon Prime, I had to keep ordering items. You know, it was Amazon Prime. Now, this side. So I'm just sporadically putting the color on. And then when I'm done this, I'm going to go with gold to highlight a couple things. And it's a mica powder, so I'm going to be putting it on with my finger. And hopefully it'll turn out. So here's my latches that I put on earlier. Ugh, this poor box. I'm going to need a little bit more rose gold. Not a lot. Please leave a comment in the comments section. That would be great. Tell me if there's something you'd like me to try to make. I'm up for anything. If you want something you're thinking of and you're not sure how to make it, I would love to try and figure out how to make it and show you on my channel. Give you a shout out for saying, hey, could you make, you know, a trunk for steampunk? Or, you know, anything you think that you would like to see. I love how the black and the coppery colors coming through. That is our deaf cat. He can't hear, so he unfortunately yells extremely loud, calling his brother, who can hear, but his brother ignores him. So here's this. So now that I'm done with the copper, I'm now going to try the mica powder in gold. And I'm going to put it right on my finger. It's got a little hole. Maybe I should put some on this plate first. Mica powder. Okay, so what I have done is I put some of it on the plate. Now I need to move this over here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the powder on to see how I feel about it. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. There we go. Doesn't have to be on everything, just on the spots that you put it. So you can see it, which is good. And I am just rubbing it on a little at a time. Let me turn this around and put it on the front a little bit. Get some more mica powder. Put some on. There you go. just a little bit on the items that you have. Doesn't have to be a whole bunch, just a little bit to bring it out. Bring out a little of the colors. And that's what I'm doing. Just putting a little here and there. And I think this goes very well with the entire box. So it's just randomly a little bit of gold to highlight everything. Not a whole bunch, just a little. And that's what I'm doing, just highlighting whatever areas I feel like. Doesn't have to be highlighted. It's your choice. I'd like to highlight around this cog and this one a little bit on the butterfly. Just random. Random. And then this side, and then I believe we are done highlighting everything. This kind of reminds me of pixie dust for some reason. I don't know why. It's magic. Magic pixie dust. So, I believe it's done. And I want to show you the inside. So here's your handle. It's not 100% cured because I put it on with E6000. Oh, here's the lid. And here's the inside of the box. Your treasure chest. So this is the steampunk trunk, which I am very proud of and so excited about. So I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I'd like you to have a blessed day, and I'll see you again real soon. And I really hope you like this video because I am absolutely in love with this. Bye.